Hi, hi,
Hey, Roel.
hi.
Good evening to all.
Hi, Savita.
Hi, Veera. First time I'm
Hi.
seeing your hair so long. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Fiona, you can begin.
Hello everyone. A warm welcome to meeting number 250. To meeting number 250. Uh, this is not a formal meeting. It's just a get together to celebrate our 250th meeting. I would want to welcome Savita ma'am, and we have I think two here. Sukanya ma'am, Veera ma'am, Bharti ma'am, Toastmaster Divya, and did I miss anyone? No, and
You missed
yes, then our very own members. I remember initially when I joined Toastmaster, it was a 200th meeting. I think within the next week, I didn't have any idea of Toastmaster. I just randomly joined, attended one of the meetings, and next meeting they told me, "Don't come here, come some any other Eden club." And I went there, and I remember it was totally different. So I had a different opinion about Toastmaster. I thought, oh, it was fun, and we had different games, we had speeches. I still remember Malini ma'am and Toastmaster Divyashree Gatti was with us. It was kind of it was a different feel, and I can still remember that day. Okay, so but we cannot do like that. We cannot have fun like that because of COVID now, and so that's why we plan to have an online simple meeting this time. So welcome to you all now. So I would like to hand over the control to Toastmaster Ashrita. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashrita.
Good evening, everybody. A very, very happy and a merry extended Christmas celebrations to all of you all from Inspiron Toastmasters Club. As you can see, I have hung my sock here and filled it myself. That's what they usually do when you have kids at home. So I have filled it with goodies myself. So, as today's theme is sweets and chimes, so let me start with this sweet as I've already kept some kuswas here. I hope everybody can see it. So, I was already thinking of, I told Amit in the beginning that let us keep the theme as sweets and chimes, and also let us give our guests everyone a chance, to run back and get a plate of kuswas. If not kuswas, they can also get a plate of whatever sweet they have prepared or anything what brings down happy memories to them. So I think most of them have already got it because it was written in the poster. But those who have not got it possibly can do that eventually over the period of this meeting or the period of this fun time. But I'm very sure that some of them already have the kuswas in hand. So probably I would extend a very warm welcome to all who have participated in today's small little celebration in our own little way. Well, I thank all of you all right away. DTM Bharati ma'am, DTM Divyashree, DTM Sukanya ma'am, DTM Savita Sarin, for all of you all, and DTM Veera ma'am for coming over and spending this lovely time with us. So I think most of you all have got your kuswas with you all. So if I can see all the kuswas, I'm very sure Amit has got it because he was munching in the middle. Very sure Amit has his plate. So I would really love everyone to lift your plate high up and show us what you've prepared or what you've bought. I have bought. I haven't prepared anything. Yes, I can
Divya,
see. I can see more or
Divya,
less.
don't worry, don't worry.
Amit. Yeah.
Divya,
And
So
don't have kuswar at home.
I'll give you a virtual one.
I have a cake.
I have somebody's
well,
Oh
missile
my
laddu.
God.
if it is
Ananta Chaturdashi mithai laddu.
yes, you can get anything, any sweet or anything, any savory also will do, so that you can fill the plate up because eventually there's going to be a small little round game depending on the kuswar. Still holding on the plate, both of us are not letting go of our plate. So I cannot see. Royal,
Look
do you
at
have your
that,
plate
Amit.
there?
What are you going to do with so many sweets? Yeah.
He's planning to
Ask
share
him
it
some,
later. Yeah. Okay,
He's a
Amit, I think
gourmand.
Yes, yes.
yes. So let's just begin this small little fun. Or those who have a plate can probably, if it's heavy, you can keep it down, or if it's not, you can still hold it high up like me. And just smell the kuswas. I can smell oil, but because everything is fried in my plate. Uh, okay, I can start with Amit because he still has his kuswar in hand. Amit, what are the pleasant memories of Christmas? Well, round maybe this year or way back 10 years. Which was your best Christmas you can ever cherish? Could you please tell us about it?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashrita. Well, Christmas season comes when I with lot of expectation, especially from my grandma, whom I lost this year. I really miss her. Um, till last year, it was like beginning of December. She made me go to the market, get the required ingredients for all the kuswas that's needed, and then we sat late nights making all these the kalkal, the chakkulis, and golios, and what do you call this, rose cookies, and all that, and fry them in the oil. The 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 the, the bonding that we had, the time that me and my grandma we spent, and the little secrets of how best kuswa that can be made, and that secret, I am the only grandson who has got it, and none of her kids, none of her children have got the secret, especially making the chirot, what we call the chiroti. The ones that she did make was like amazing. And I don't want to praise myself, but yes, it's like I can vouch for it that I have got the what do you call, the blessing of my grandmom of making that same taste what she was making. So I'm that's the happiness that that I get when I make that chiroti and present it to my parents. They all say that you have got the grandmom's talent in you to cook. That's it. Ashita, over to you.
Great, great. That's really nice. Because grandmothers are the ones who have a special hand in cookery. My grandma used to send jars of pickle home, and pickle was my favorite because being in the hostel, I used to end up having rice from the hostel and pickle, my grandma's pickle. So I can really vouch for what you said, Amit. So true. Yes, I think I shall move on. And I saw Jacob sir just run and get something really a big goodie bag. So Jacob sir, if
No, I
possible,
saw,
you
I
can.
showed this one. It came as a Christmas cake, actually. It is
Okay,
inside. I have not opened it.
okay,
And it's not made, actually. I mean, made in the house. It is from outside. But going back, my best Christmas when I was a young boy, actually, when maybe about 8 or 9 years old, way back. And our family was very big. We were 9 people. My uncles, mothers, brothers, they are also about 9 people. So we all met at, I mean, about 50 people we met at Madras at that time in my uncle's house. We had a nice time, actually. But then one incident happened. That was, we were all doing on Christmas Day or previous day, we were doing fireworks and we were happily enjoying. One of my sisters, I got 7 sisters. One of my sisters, she was, that time they used to wear half saris. So she was wearing. Suddenly, one of my cousins shouted, "Fire, fire, fire!" And we all looked. Her half sari has caught fire, and she immediately threw it out. And they said, "Start rolling, rolling, rolling." And she started rolling. She was a sportswoman. She was one of the best athletes in Kerala that time, and she started rolling at that time. And anyway, luckily she was saved. So that was one of my best Christmas. Then coming to Kuswar, uh, when I was in Mangalore, I was very close with a Mangalorean family. They used to make this Kuswar. That's how I knew this Kuswar, and I came to Mangalore and everything. I was very fascinated with one Kuswar because the way that she used to make my friend, what is that? Kida, that small one with,
Yeah, that's
you know that?
Kidio,
Okay, with a
sugar
nice
coated. Yes,
sugar cone. She used to
yes.
make it very nicely. The way she used to take it a comb and mix the ingredients together, and with that comb, now she used to make the lines over it, and nicely she's made it, and then fried. It'll never breaks. I was very fascinated with that kuswar. And anyway, Christmas is making the kuswar, sharing it, and then eating it. And we had all the fun in Mangalore, in Bahrain that time. We had a lot of fun. And of course, parties were there, and drinks, everything was there. Anyway, it was good. Anyway, that is about my Christmas. Back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your memories with us because every Christmas, well, I remember the song by George Michael, which is a romantic song, I guess, but I don't know why. It's like last Christmas, I gave you my heart. And then the second line goes like, okay, which I don't remember, but it was something to do with the Christmas melody of George Michael. If any one of you all have heard about it, maybe you all
But
can.
you
There are
gave
so
it
many
away.
other.
But you gave it
Sorry?
away. Second line is
Yes,
but you gave
Veera
it
ma'am.
away.
Yes, correct. I was trying to figure out the second. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Correct.
Give it
Okay. Yes, correct. I was trying to recollect some of the Christmas melodies. Well, we'll just move on to Royal as we're talking about melodies, and he says that he just had a very nice Christmas yesterday. So, Royal, was that your best, or is that another one to beat that?
Okay, the
Over
previous
to you,
night,
Royal.
yeah, I.
No, until this morning.
Yeah.
Until this morning, 8
So
o'clock.
what happened was suddenly a group of 15 friends. We booked a place near Womanjur with the swimming pool and all that stuff. So we started partying, and there was a little bit of music, guitar. One guy was playing guitar. So from 12 a.m. to morning 6 a.m. we were just listening to him play, and we all were singing along. And around 8 I reached home today morning. Then I slept, woke up at 11 a.m. And then yeah, went to office, did some work, and Toastmasters. So but one of the most memorable Christmas was during my childhood. We used to go to my granny's house. So it was between the fields, and morning time was Kuswa time. So all 15, 20 people, cousins, everyone preparing Kuswa. And my favorite was cookies. I loved it. The moment they used to prepare and keep it aside, half of it used to get empty. I used to eat most of it. And at night, we used to go for fishing. The house is near the Netravati river. So when I was a child, like we used to say, we are going for light in the sense, a gas light. We used to hold a gas light, and they used to, my parents and other nearby people, they used to get into the water. And I used to stand at the river bank holding the gas light. And they used to also have a gas light, get into the water, catch crabs and different fishes. And then we go to the granny's place, then we cook them, and obviously Christian things, alcohol will be there. The spirit will be there. We can't let it go. So yeah, all those childhood fun memories.
Lovely. That's really nice. I thought you would tell something more about your spirits and sweets also. Well, I just feel that Christmas is all about color as well. Well, paintings also speak a lot of words, and I'm very sure that one person who's well acquainted with paintings is Bharti ma'am, because Sir is a very well-known painter and an artist in Mangalore. So, Bharti ma'am, do you have any sweet memories of any festival which brings you makes you emotional or makes you happy or any one of those feelings? If you can share it with us.
Yeah. Yes, Ashrita. You're asking about Christmas or any festival?
Any
Just to clarify.
festival for that matter. Christmas also will do, no problem.
Okay, okay. I would like to speak about Christmas simply because, you see, in my house, I don't celebrate it in the sense there are no rituals to celebrate. But I grew up with a friend who was a Protestant. I was fortunate that she was my neighbor, my BFF, or whatever it is called. We didn't have any secrets between us. Either she was in my house or I was in her house. Uh, for me, the special part of Christmas at her house was the fact that they didn't have any rituals there. It was only eating. So this was one festival where I did not need to go through. Let's say it could be a puja, it could be a meeting, it could be talking to people. Nothing of that was expected. Why did you go there on Christmas? Simply to eat. And children would be separate. Adults, we were not expected to cohabit with the adults. We did not even bother about them. In our head, there was only one thing: that when will the eating happen? Weren't even, I wasn't even expected to dress well because she's a neighbor. So okay, she's Bharati. Bharati has come. So Bharati finds a place at the table, and you know how the food, how it was. It was not a regular dinner like an uta. There was no rice, chapati, all these the usual uta stuff. There was only desserts, like different kinds of cakes and nuts and all these Christmas these kuswar. Plus there were dates and different kinds of things. It was all only sweets. It was like heaven. We didn't have that in our house. In our house, if there's a festival, there will always be some rice and something and one payasam over. So that's a formality to that. Here it was only you dive into the desert, you swim in the desert, you get drowned in it, and then like a drunkard, you come out of it after eating that much of a sugar high. As kids, who has sugar high? We don't have. So my memories of that, and I think kids do appreciate something where there's no formality, only eating, no expectation, not even dressing. So I think I have that memory of a carefree Christmas without any formality. I learned to do that for my son and his children, where they weren't expected to do anything when they come home, only eat. No, you don't even need to talk to me. I will bring the food to your room. So I think I passed it on to my son's friends too. That ambience of informality. That is my memory of Christmas, and I'm fortunate that I had friends who weren't only of my religion, because the same things would happen in their house. The same festivals would happen if they were Hindus, but they weren't, and I'm grateful for that. Grateful to some force that gave me a neighbor and very good friend who wasn't of my community. Thank you. Over to you, Ashrita.
Thank you, Bharti ma'am. I can truly relate to that as well, because most of my neighbors were Catholics as well. And I'm so delighted that not only because of the celebrations, but the discipline in them have really learned a lot of discipline in Catholic, especially everyone visits the church for prayers at 6 a.m., which is like a delight, to see that the amount of discipline they have in their life. So moving on, so coming to the year end, I think we are all high on spirits, and we also check up with our investment. So don't you think we need to start a new calendar with a new investment plan? And who better we have other than Sukanya ma'am, who's here? So probably I think we can hand over to DTM Sukanya to give a small little light about what to do next year, where to start. Well, she'll be the right person to talk to. Good evening. Over to you, DTM Sukanya.
Yeah, thank you, Ashrita. Good evening to everyone, and compliments of the season. And hope all of us will have a very good new year in the year 2021. Well, Ashrita, there's nothing new about investments. Actually, investments are what I would recommend is a dull and boring method. You invest regularly and for a long period of time, fixed amounts of money, whatever you can save, and that will see you through because, like Einstein said, the eighth wonder of the world was compound interest. So, irrespective of what the interest rates are in the market, just continue saving whatever amount you can save very regularly and for a very long period of time. That's the only investment I advise. So seriously, there's nothing new or innovative or creative in investments. It's actually very boring. So that's why I think all of you should come to me because most people hate doing boring stuff. So I'll do the boring stuff for you and you can get on with your life by doing very interesting and creative stuff. So apart from that, yeah, actually I brought sweets. This was a fudgy brownie that my son baked yesterday because he and his friends in the building played secret Santa, so he had to pick somebody's name. And then he decided to bake this fudgy brownie, but I insisted that when he's baking for his friend, he also bakes for us. So that's why he made two of them. So, but now you can see there are very few pieces left. It was a big round fudgy brownie.
Yeah.
I can assure you that he ate the most in that fudgy brownie because usually the lion's share goes to him when he cooks something. So that's it, Ashrita. Back to you. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, we know Abhi is a very good cook, and you're so lucky that he always cooks something nice for you. And sometimes I think last time I did get a taste of some of the goodies what he had made as well. Let's just talk to the lady. Well, there are iron ladies. Well, I think the lady whom I'm talking about is Savita ma'am. Well, she's been a go-getter, I feel, according to me. So, DPM Savita ma'am, could you please tell us how how do we achieve and how is your mind when you put your mind towards one probably one task, how is the best way to achieve things easily? Well, not easily, but work hard and achieve it. Over to you, Savita ma'am. Ma'am, I think you're muted, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. Everyone. Yeah, how to achieve? I mean, if you ask me, I would definitely say hard work is there. You need to set your goal at something. And if you take up a job, at least that's what I do, I'll speak for myself. It's like when I take up a job, I am committed to it. And what goes in from my side is only hard work, I would say. And how I am successful? Because I am supported by many people. I am supported by my mentors. And at least if you ask me in Toastmasters, it's very important for anybody to be successful is to have very strong mentors, to have your home club support, and of course, and the rest also. And I am blessed with both. And that's why if you see me successful, it's because of that. In Toastmasters, and I have my very mentor sitting here. That's Bharti ma'am here, and she's always been with me right from the day actually I joined Toastmasters. I can tell you, I took up the secretary's post, and as I always tell her, I hand on to her, and I don't leave her. So I don't go by her size and my size. I mean, she's a very strong pillar, which I've been completely on. So since she's still standing strong. So that's what I would say. Like hard work is there. You need to have a goal and you need to be committed. But mainly you should have a big support. Like it is teamwork. It's never individual where you can be successful. See, I have another person with me is Amit. He comes from my CGD team. So, that's what all of them are here. So that's why I always say that, Inspiron is also very dear to me. yeah, that's the secret of my success. At least I would tell you that.
Ma'am, any memory of any memory where one of these festive season where you have spent a lot of time with family and friends, which is a memorable, like how few of our Toastmasters told us about the good memories they had back during the festive season. Any memory you would like to share with us?
Let me share about Christmas only. Uh, right from, I mean, I came from a building which was cosmopolitan. I mean, we had all religion, all caste together. So I know, right from the time I was a kid, I would have a crib at home. I would grow grass and I would, make everything. The crib which went to school was I would carry it to school. I would carry the statues and. I mean, it was never that, that you're a Hindu, Muslim, Catholic, anything, but it was just festival. And as Bharti ma'am said, it's all about eating, yes. And but together with that, the dressing also came for me because be it Independence Day, be it Eid or Christmas, I had to have a new dress and I had to have an early morning, wear the new dress, stand in the balcony at 6 o'clock waiting for everyone to see me and say, oh, Savita, lovely dress. And I still continue. And so by
She still does that.
Sorry?
She still does that, I said.
Yeah. Yes, I do. And the expectation was that, and eventually all building people came to know, old and new and young and old. All they knew one thing, then to stand down and say, Savita, good dress, nice dress, where did you pick it up from? So they had to look up and say, oh, she's there. Like they knew I would be the first one standing in the balcony for compliments. And it's all about, yes, and I attended the church was quite close to my house. Nearby, so the midnight mass, I would go there, come back, and then I knew that 12 o'clock I had to put the baby Jesus into that crib. So I had a great time. Only after coming to Mangalore, after getting married, I don't know that Christmas is a little lost, I tell you. But I had a neighbor. Of course, my mother made a lot of sweets for Diwali, and she's a good cook. I didn't learn anything from her, although. But I had a neighbor who was a Protestant. I learned cooking from her, and even the sweets to make, which I make now for Diwali, of course, and I learned it from her. So I may be a bad cook, but I'm good at making sweets.
Lovely. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Well, I think we have a lot of iron ladies in Toastmasters itself from whom we all have learned something or the other because they have shared all
Ashrita,
their
if you'll allow
good
me,
qualities. Yes, ma'am.
microsecond, I have been
Yes,
called
ma'am.
many
Sure, go
names
ahead.
by Savita. I've been called many names by Savita, but this time I've been called Pillar, Kamba. So I will have to digest that. I am a Kamba now. So, name calling is all right. This is a height of name calling, Kamba. I will think about it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Ashrita, over to you.
Thank you so very much for sharing that with us. Well, if you need somebody to calm down your nerves, I always thought that Veera ma'am was somebody because she deals with a lot of well, I can call it a person who deals with the mind, if I may. Well, I think because in the beginning I do believe that I did go to attend one of the Reiki classes by Veera ma'am. This was way back. I don't think so she remembers about it. But Veera ma'am, it did help me at that point of time. Thank you so very much. I didn't thank you at that point of time because I didn't know you that well. But yes, since you're here you can probably share uh, about your good experiences about the festive season and something personal which you would like to share as well. Over to you, Veera ma'am.
All that I learned from this session is that I should go and have kuswar at Amit's place and sweets at Savita's place and brownies at Sukanya's place. Okay. Well, although I studied in a convent all my life, Christmas didn't have any meaning in the sense except for a Christmas vacation. But once we came to Mangalore, and especially in this house where I stay at Falnir, we have all Catholic neighbors. And for the first time I had always read about Christmas trees and Christmas lightings and all in Enid Blyton books. I'd never actually experienced it till then. So only after coming to Falnir here in this house, we used to go to the neighbor's house and wish them Christmas. And Kuswar I heard the word for the first time after I came to Bangalore. So, but yeah, we enjoyed all that and the Christmas tree and the gifts and children join in. And my daughter loves to go carol singing. So, Christmas was the only festival when the children were here, which was actually being celebrated in full festive atmosphere. So yeah, if there is one festival that we as a family used to celebrate when the children were young, it was Christmas. So I have very happy memories about it. Even today, I love going around town just to see the stars they hung in everybody's houses and the lighting. So yeah, compliments of the season to all of you.
Yes.
Makes you feel nice and warm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to connect. So I'm just thinking in that aspect. Well, we have two beautiful ladies left. So one is Divyashri and we have Fiona, our president here. So we will save the best. I mean, save the best both of them for the last. And well, I think we should give it over to BPM Divyashri because I think. But she is multifaceted, I can say, in a short, in a one liner way in which I could probably describe Divyashri. So I think Divyashri has lots to say because I am very sure that every festive season is like a new way to celebrate for everyone. So over to you, Divyashri, if you can share any good memory over the past few years with us.
So Christmas is always special from I think from my childhood because one, I stayed just next to the church. So anything that happens at church, I hear it till my house. And my brother is born on the 24th of October. So Christmas starts the previous day for us. So there's stars put up, there's cake. So yeah, every year we bring this pineapple cake. That's my brother's favorite. So throughout Christmas, I have cake at home. And three things that I do every Christmas. One would be, having kuswa. I've always had neighbors who were or friends. When we built our new house and our neighbors had to leave, I had friends who were Catholics. And second thing would be, kuswars. And the third thing is always I would have a secret Santa. I would somehow convince my workplace or my Toastmaster friends or somebody that we have to play secret Santa. And somehow in the starting of December, I knew that all three is not going to happen this year because of all the lockdown and nobody is going to be. And surprisingly, it so happened that on 23rd, I had to go to office. My new batch started, so I had to go train in office. And the same day, one of my colleagues, who is a Catholic, also had to train, which was not planned according to our training calendar. Both of us were not supposed to be in Bangalore, in office. But we both ended up, and I had my first set of Christmas, so I was happy. Second was the whole thing about Secret Santa. And somehow one of my Santa's elves messaged me sometime back saying that I have a gift. So I am going to get my Secret Santa's gift also. So two things done. And the third thing what I do every Christmas is my brother's pineapple cake. Thankfully, this is constant. So my Christmas is made and done. Only if I knew that Amit has kuswar at home because I was coming from office and he stays like very next to my office, I would have definitely gone to his house and come here. Only if this meeting was yesterday, that fourth thing of having loads of kuswar would be a done deal for me. That's my Christmas routine every year.
Oh, thank you so much, Divyashri, for sharing your memories with us. So well, I think now we have Toastmaster Fiona, so she would definitely have a lot of stories to say about, and I'm very sure it's going to be connected with a few pets like pups and kittens, so she can carry over from there because we have a table topic round as well. So over to you, Toastmaster Fiona.
Thank you, Ashrita. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Christmas is very special for me. I remember every alternate years, I go to my friend's place. So what happens is it's not only me going to a place, and she has three sisters, and all friends also come there. And what we do is we have a big tank, a very big tank, which will be filled with muck. So every year we crawl in that, and we ask uncle especially not to clean that tank when we come. We play in that muck, and I remember one year we played the entire from morning to evening, and then we are not used to that. Like we started scratching our entire body, and the next day I had to attend wedding. No, that night itself I had to attend a wedding, and I had little long hair back then, and my hair, I don't know what happened to it, and they were all curls. So everyone started wondering, like, oh wow, beautiful curls. Which parlor did you go? So one of my friends said, no, she crawled in the muck. So that's so every year we like every alternate years we do that. And this year I couldn't do because she's in Africa. So by next year she'll come down. So next year again we'll be doing the same thing. So it's kind of like a tradition for us. So that's a beautiful Christmas memory which I have. And we back then we used to have mass at 12 o'clock. I remember my dad and mom carrying me and taking me for mass, and I used to always sleep. But that's something very beautiful thing which I always remember. So now this is all I've got. And now let's move on to the table topics. Table topics, this time we have something very different. If you have seen in the poster, there are two table topic masters. So it's something like this. Royal will show you all pictures, and I'll give you a topic. I'll give you one topic, simple thing to speak on. And I don't know what picture Royal will show you, and Royal doesn't know what I'm going to give you. Okay, so something like this. It is completely not related, might be it can be related, I don't know, because Royal has chosen his pictures and I have chosen my topics. So what you have to do is you have to combine both and you have to talk on it. So are you all ready? Royal, are you ready?
Yes, yes, yes. All set. Amit, the screen sharing.
Yes. So I don't have an idea, nor Royal has an idea, so we don't know how the topics will be.
Yes.
So
So Amit
let's
will
go
be
ahead
sharing
with
the
that.
screen. I have sent it to Amit, so he'll be sharing the screen now.
Okay, so I'll
Let's.
keep my first this one ready. 1 second topic. I know one who wants to go first, so that I can give you all the topic which I have chosen till the screen is ready. Yeah, Jacob sir here. Okay, great. I'll give you the topic, sir. We will wait for the wait for Amit as well.
Let,
Can you all see the screen? No, right?
No, no. You can show it like that only, no?
No, no, no. It's on the screen. Just a second.
Yeah, it's
yes.
fine.
Right. Okay. Can you all see the first picture?
Which one? First one
Yes,
was flowers. Second
first
one
one.
is first one, flowers.
No. This is snowman.
Snowman.
Can you see the snowman? Three
Yeah, yeah.
snowmen here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I've put the topic on already in the chat box. That is, I ate a tons of it.
What is the topic? I ate tons of it.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
I
connect
ate
to the
tons of it.
snowman. You have to connect the snowman, and I ate a tons of it. You have to connect these two.
Maybe this is table topic master and fellow Toastmasters. Anyway, good to see this snowman on a Christmas day because anyway we don't have winter in uh, India in the south, but we have winter in the Europe and north of India, and we have there we have snow, and we all connect Christmas with that. And the the first time I had seen snow, I had gone for a NCC camp in Dharamsala in Himachal Pradesh. That is near the where that he used to say that Dharamsala that from the Tibet, that main president, the main person in that he used to stay there. And there when we used to go for the root camps, and we went almost till Himalayas, and we saw the snow there. And they told us not to eat any snow because it may be it may be a lot of bacteria may be there. So I asked them, how can, at that time I was only 16 years old, but I asked the NCC instructor, how can there be bacteria in the snow when it is such a minus degree centigrade? He said, I don't have to explain it. It will be there, so don't eat the snow. So we had taken the snow and we had to make, we had to put it in our kettle. Kettle means one of the small, where we make the tea. We had to carry along with the route map, and we kept it in that snow in that, and we heated it up. And when we heated it up, it was boiling. It was boiling, but since it was at a high altitude, even if it touched the boiling water, it was still cold. The reason is at low pressure in the high mountains, water boils at 60 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees. So you can just feel the tea. So we couldn't eat it, but we had after boiling it, we drank it. That was that was my experience with snowmen in the north of India, in near Himalayas, and how we drank it. Back
That was nice. I thought it was real because I always remember as kids, whenever they say not to do something, and we always do it first. So whenever my mom didn't wanted us to do something, she would say, "Don't do it," and then we would end up doing it. So okay. So next, we have another this one. Amit, please. Who will go next?
Yeah.
First, let's discuss who will go next. Who will take that next table topic? Yes, Bharti ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute.
I'm still in the office, so I'd like to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
And to
Yes, ma'am.
speak and
Thank you
speak and
so
leave.
much, ma'am. Oh, you
No,
can
I
speak
like
and leave.
to
That would be
speak.
great.
Yeah.
1 second, I'll put the topic. Yeah. Okay, so we danced
Yeah.
together, and I don't know what's the picture.
It's a reindeer. It's a reindeer.
Okay, it's a rain.
But I need to see the picture. No?
It's a picture of a reindeer.
You're just going to tell me. You're not going to show me the picture.
It's on the screen, ma'am.
The screen.
It's in the
Oh.
screen.
Okay. I can't see. Maybe on my phone I can't see. Okay. All right. It's a picture. It's just tell me what it is. One reindeer. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the topic? We danced together.
Yes.
All right. So if you're showing me reindeer, then there's going to be snow. And that is one thing that I fantasized about for many years. And I finally got to touch snow a few years back on my first visit to USA. We went to the mountains We do not go to the states during the winter because for obvious reasons, but the winter was just closing and we rushed before the snow completely diluted. So if you're saying we danced together, I think I did sort of dance on that snow. I didn't feel like a reindeer, of course. I didn't give those thoughts at all. But if you're thinking of dance, I thought of putting. I didn't have that usual cap and the like Shammi Kapoor and his heroines would have throwing snow at each other and dancing that way. No, that those thoughts weren't there. So if you're thinking of we dance together, I did sort of dance on the snow, took pictures on the snow. It was my nephew and I, and my husband, as usual, was the cameraman. Dancing on the snow has its own wonderful feeling because you know that you will never be able to do that in your land. So the snow was good, though I did not feel like a reindeer. I didn't get thoughts of a reindeer. I didn't get thoughts of any animal for that matter. So a reindeer would be the last to figure in my snow. But if you're thinking of dance, dance can be done anywhere. And if you meet a reindeer, I think I would like to ask that reindeer, will you please allow me to dance with you? But I don't know where to hold you. I hold you on your antlers or I hold you where I really don't know. But you can always take me for a ride that way. So reindeer, if I meet you next time, you and I have a date together. We're going to dance because he told us we have to dance together with the reindeer. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You've given me ideas.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for attending this meeting and making time for us. Thank you very much. Okay, shall we move to the next topic? Who is ready to take up the next topic? I'm using my phone, so I can't see many of you all. We have.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Divya, Toastmaster Divya Srikatti. 1 second. I'll give you the topic. The topic is my best friend, and Amit, please share the screen. Oh, it's the Santa.
Is it visible? DTM
Very much. Yeah, it's very clear. I think this is a perfect match. And why? Because your Santas become your Santas and your best friends are the same, actually. They are the ones who will choose you the perfect gifts. If you look at it that way, I celebrate Christmas throughout the year because I'm blessed to have real good friends who surprise me with fantastic gifts. They don't wait till Christmas. And this year is no different. So every year I get something, interesting, something which I've asked for, and something which I didn't expect. But I make it very easy for my friends when they want to be my secret Santa, okay? Because they find it very difficult to choose a gift for me. So what do? Is I make a list. Like Christmas, kids make a list, right, to Santa saying I want this, I want that. I do it during my birthday, and I literally stick it somewhere where people can see it. So nowadays it's no more sticking on the cupboards. That's what I used to do when I was in college. So whenever somebody came to meet me in my hostel or my home, they would see the list and they would buy things accordingly. And that's how I would get exactly what I wanted. And I would, they would like, it makes my life easy of searching a gift for you because it is very difficult, apparently, according to my best friends, to buy a gift for me. Now I made it more digital. So whenever they say they want to buy a gift, I'm like, wait, hang on, I have a list. They're like, do you still prepare it? I'm like, absolutely. And every year somehow the list gets ticked off. So I have a lot of secret Santas, and sometimes they're not a secret, and I end up getting those gifts. So I have a couple of them over here only. So they've been my secret Santas one time or the other. So thank you for all the Santas that I've had in my life, and I love that fact that I'm blessed with good friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now next, I think we have Sukanya ma'am with us here. Yes, that's great. Let me share the topic. I saved it for years. Now I don't know what you saved it. Okay, Royal, please.
I saved it for years. Okay, good evening to all of you once again. I think the picture is the star. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, okay.
Star.
Well, I don't really, I never fancied stars until I met my husband, and he was actually into astronomy and watched stars. So, so even if I didn't watch the main star, I watched a lot of comets and Leonids. And just the other day, we went and watched the conjunction of the Jupiter and Saturn through the telescope. And he also photographs all these celestial events. And well, what have I saved for years? I saved money. So that's why I'm the right person for all of you to come to me to save money, because I can help you save money. So it's totally unconnected, but yeah, money can give you a lot of freedom, uh, and it can also help you buy things that you want and need. So you may have made a list and probably send it to your friends, and if your friends don't gift you those items on the list, then you buy it yourself with your own money. And I think that also gives you a lot of pleasure and happiness, because you can always do it. So if at all I want something on my birthday, and if nobody gives me that item, then I can buy it myself for myself. So yeah, I saved a lot of money, and yeah, the stars have been part of my life since I met my husband. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, ma'am. For once, I thought you were speaking about your husband when you told star and the husband. Okay, thank you so much. That was really nice. And there was an element of surprise there. So now, we have come to the end of the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashrita.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Fiona. That was a very innovative way of giving the topics, I guess, a new innovative way. So thank you so very much. Well, this was our 250th meeting. So I just have to say thank you so very much. Thank you, everybody who's been here to celebrate this moment with us, as in a small little way. How this is a small family of Inspironians and Toastmasters as well. So we have an extended family here today. Thank you so very much, DTM Savita ma'am, DTM Sukanya ma'am, DTM Veera ma'am, DTM Divya Shri, DTM Bharti ma'am, if you're still there, and my fellow Toastmasters, my fellow Inspironians, Toastmaster Amit, Toastmaster Royal, Toastmaster Fiona, Toastmaster Jacob sir, and myself here. So thank you so very much, and wish you a very, very prosperous and a bright new year. And hopefully 2021 is going to be a very good year for everybody. It's going to bring a lot of happiness to every one of us. So over to you. Yes, thank you very much. And over to you, Toastmaster Fiona. If Toastmaster Amit, our VP Education, if he has to say anything about the coming year and any educational information as such.
Nothing
Toastmaster
from my
Amit.
side. Over to Fiona for the closing remarks.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, everybody.
Toastmaster Ashrita. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashrita. It was amazing meeting. Thanks a lot for this. And we really, you made us speak ours out, like why Christmas is important. It made me think like, why it was important to me. And I would like to thank I wouldn't say guests, our very own members, DTM Divya Gatti and DTM Sukanya Rao. They've always been with us. Initially, I thought they were members of Inspiron. It was really great. And I remember when they never straightened, I used to miss them. And even Mamta ma'am, I used to miss her laugh. And I used to wait for them. I used to eagerly wait for them to attend the meetings. So we actually miss you all. We Inspironians miss you all at our meetings. And thanks a lot for coming. And thanks a lot, Veera ma'am, our club coach, the Veera ma'am, and DTM Bharti Shevpur. Thank you so much. And our members, we have always here Ashrita, ever ready, Ashrita, Amit, and Royal and Jacob sir. You're always ready in every meeting. You all are there. Thank you so much. It just means a lot. I think it's because of you all. It's because of and I would say Amit. Uh, every time he's the one, even when he used to be busy, he used to ask, meeting is ready, this is done, that is done. When he was area director, I still remember all those things. If not for Amit, I don't know, I wouldn't join Toastmasters. I remember the day where he used to come with his blazers. I miss those times where he used to come with the blazers and stand out and invite people, invite people to the club. I'm waiting for offline meetings. Hope those come very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And we, when it is online, it's good that I sometimes we had online meetings because Jacob sir could attend. I remember calling him, and then he would say, "No, I'm he's in Ernakulam. He's not in Mangalore." Okay, so and thank you, Ashrita and Royal. You've always been there. Any meeting, anything, any role, be it any role, you've been taking it, and you, everyone, it's like a family to us. Thank you so much, and it was really a fun evening. Again, compliments of the season. With this, I think we can end today's meeting. Yes, Kuswara, I kept it here, and I was eating during the entire meeting.
You have a whole box there.
Yeah, I don't sit near it because I keep munching it. That's why when Ashrita told get a plate and come, I was sitting far from it. And Ashrita, you're the one who tempted me to come and sit on the dining table again. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Divya.
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh,
Bye.
great to be back.
Have a rocking new year.
Yes,
And,
yes.
wish you
Everyone,
all
happy
the best for the
2021.
Happy New Year.
Everyone, be safe. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.